Hello, my name is Holly Harris, and today I'm going to read an excerpt from the book I translated from Portuguese to English, Dia de Paz Restaurativa, or in English, A Day of Restorative Peace, written by Tatá Bloom and Liliane Rezende. This book is about a girl named Andrea, or as she likes to go by, Dea, who is excited to start school after summer break. However, she quickly begins to notice several episodes of injustice and violence within her community and school. Will Andrea stay quiet or decide to speak out? Let's find out.
The next day at school during Portuguese class, Mrs. White asked everyone to read a sentence from the textbook. When Bruno's turn came, he took a deep breath to try to read without stuttering, but before he even started, the whole class laughed without giving him a chance. It was too much and Dea couldn't take it. She let out a cry that she had been holding in, stood up and said, "This is wrong, Mrs. White." "Yes, Andrea, you are right. Bruno needs silence to be able to read. He has more difficulties in speaking than us, but he is better than many of you in mathematics." Everyone has a difficulty with something. Dea spoke with a force as if her soul drove her. Bruno needs to stay calm and not be afraid of us so that he can read. Dea spoke firmly, but without being rude. She defended her friend. She could no longer remain silent in the face of injustices. She would be polite, but she would use her voice to fight, from that day on, in front of everything she saw and believed to be wrong. Peace is not passivity. She felt a force coming from her heart that made her vocal cords vibrate. "Andrea, thank you very much for your words. You were very brave. We all have to respect our friend and support him. After all, are we friends or not?" The teacher put her hand on Bruno's shoulder. "Are you okay?" The boy nodded. Everyone in the class started to apologize. "My bad," someone said. "Sorry, friend," said another. "Would you like to continue, Bruno?" asked the teacher. "Yes," he said confidently and read his part of the textbook. When he was finished, Bruno stood up and hugged Dea. Everyone applauded and went in for a group hug. Dea, Bruno, the teacher, and all the students' hearts became one in that instant. There was an aura of happiness and compassion in the room that infected everyone with a light-hearted spirit. At home, Dea remembered what had happened. She imagined herself as if she were in her friend's shoes and how she would have felt. And that's when she realized that peace is also about treating others the way you want to be treated, the golden rule. She talked to her mother about this, and she explained that the name of this feeling was empathy. When Dea went to bed, she still felt the power of that hug, the smiles that followed, and the friendly words. This moment could have just been a drop in the ocean of Bruno's life. His life could still have many challenges, but that moment made a difference for him and how he felt after what had happened, changing his feelings from bad to good. Andrea remembered that the teacher asked how he felt at that moment of the group hug, and that he had answered, "I'm good." Bruno had felt like he belonged. He was happy, safe, comfortable. He felt accepted by his group. Dea thought about how many good things fit within the concept of peace. Her room began to fill with words again. Belonging, acceptance, understanding, empathy, speaking, listening, confidence. And she fell asleep feeling happy for the courageous attitude she had in class. She was sure she was doing what she was supposed to do, and that also left her feeling good. She came to the conclusion that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the absence of fear. Having the confidence to say what one thinks, even if it is different from the understanding of others, being heard and respected.
So it looks like Andrea found the courage to speak out and stand up for her friend Bruno. Mrs. White was able to talk with the students about what was wrong here and why Bruno's feelings were hurt. This was only one of the episodes that inspired Andrea and her school to implement peace-building circles. These circles provide a warm and safe environment for all participants to talk about a problem, make decisions, and build empathetic relationships with each other. But most importantly, this method of restorative justice generates hope.